Hey, Shalawam, Shalawam. Shalawam. Right. Hey, brothers and sisters, get on here. This is on TikTok, and I will be uploading this to YouTube. All right after this downloads, after we get finished. Okay. Which every lesson we do on here, I upload on YouTube. Right. Shalawam to everybody that's coming in. Today we're going to talk about the sweet and the bitter. You got to eat the sweet and the bitter parts of the scriptures. You can't just eat the sweet. You got to eat the bitter parts as well. All right. So let's get into it. All right, without further ado, facing the east towards Jerusalem. All praises be to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us this truth. Shalawam to the hopeful elect, 144,000 men, as well as 1/3 men, women, and children, maintaining yourself in this truth. It is your brother Ak, Yaramya Kazak, back with hopefully another edifying lesson in the spirit and power of Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Wakaha Kadash. All right, so we coming in the Father's name, the Son's name, and the Holy Spirit, because that's what we are required to come in under Matthew 28 and 19. Okay, and let's get that. My phone died. This one. 1 second. But this lesson will be about the sweet and the bitter parts of the scriptures. Because as we live, man, you know, especially in this truth, temptation come, trials and tribulations come, and you're going to get bitter parts of life, man. You're going to get sweet parts. You're going to get bitter parts. You're going to get blessings. You're going to get, you know, having kids, things like that. But you're also going to taste those bitter parts as well. Persecution and all of that. Hey, Shalawam, brother. Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Barak, Ahtham, to you and your household. May the blessing of election be upon your household. Right? And all the other brothers that's pushing this word, man, it's 100% truth. Okay? And the thing is, when those obstacles and things hit you, you can't let them break you down, man. You know. So let's start at Matthew 28 and 16. Then the 11 disciples went away into Galilee, into a mountain where Yahawashi had appointed them. And when they saw him, they worshipped him, but some doubted. All right, letting you know that Yahawashi is worthy of worship when he came back down in that new body. He was worthy of worship. And when they saw him, they worshipped him, but some doubted. And Yahawashi came and spake unto them, saying, all power is given unto me in heaven and in earth. Okay? It was Yahawah gave him all power in heaven and in earth, man. All right? He's our high priest. He's our king. He is to be worshipped. He is to be praised. Yahawashi, the Son. The same as the Father, like Son, right? That doesn't diminish the Father at all, okay? Yahawashi has complete control of everything. The only one that can do anything about it is Yahawah, right? So Yahawashi has judgment, salvation, all of that is in his hands. The only thing that's not in his hands is when he's coming back. Yahawah will send him, all right? So understand that. Now, back to the point, 19. Go ye therefore and teach all nations. This is a commandment that Yahawashi has given to the 11 disciples. Go ye therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and that name is Yahawah, and of the Son, and that name is Yahawashi, and of the Holy Spirit, and that is the Rakakadash. Okay? Teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you, And lo, I am with you always, even unto the end of the world. Amen. So Yahawashi is right here among us. Okay? He's with us always. That's why we don't fear. We know that our King is with us. Right? His spirit is with us. Is down here dwelling with us. Right? That's how we even able to speak and come and bring these scriptures out. Okay? Now the title of the lesson is the sweet and the bitter parts. Or, sweet and bitter, whatever, something along that lines. So we're going to go to Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter. And the caption is the eating of the roll. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Yasharahla. So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. Okay? And he said unto me, Son of man, go get thee unto the house of Yasharahla, and speak with my words unto them. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and a hard language, but to the house of Yasharahla. Not to many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, whose words thou canst not understand. Surely had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee. But the house of Yasharahla will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Yasharahla are imprudent and hard-headed. Letting you know who who Ezekiel was sent forth to. His people that spoke the same language, that spoke Hebrew. All right. Now the roll that he ate, which is the scriptures, was sweet. Okay. Now let's get a similar account in Revelations. And Revelations 10 and 9. And let's see, do I want to start before that? No, that's good. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, Give me the little book. And he said unto me, Take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. All right, the same thing that Ezekiel was tasting. It was sweet as honey. But when you really get it all, it becomes bitter, because you understand you got to go through, Jacob's trouble. Okay? You got to go through persecution. Some brothers had to be unalived. You got to go through, your woman might turn on you. Your kids might turn on you. Your family members might turn on you. All this type of stuff is coming with this truth. So, yeah, I understand when brothers first get in this truth, man, you be excited. You be happy. You be, hey, I'm an Israelite. Boom, boom, boom. Right? You be in that because you like, hey, man, the kingdom is promised to us. We God's chosen people. That's the sweet part of it. That's the honey. Because you like, yo, we of the tribe of Judah, brother. Tribe of Judah, brother. So you all up in that. And hey, man, you can get up out of here, Rodney Rogers. You got to deal with these people, the Rodney Rogers of the world. He's saying lies upon lies, deception, deceits upon deceits. He said, if you're not born again, born of the Spirit, you're lost and blind still. Okay, did I teach against that? No. We baptizing, as I read Matthew 28 and 19, we baptizing in the name of Yahawah, Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Rakakadash. Okay? But you guys, that's haste. You just speaking real quickly. You showing yourself to be foolish. All right? If you would sit back and listen, then what? Sit back, listen, observe, listen to the scriptures that's being brought out. And I just did a little video on this, man. I said that presumptuous spirit, it's a demon. That presumptuous demon where you just talk so much, you put your foot in your mouth when you don't even understand, man. The brothers is coming in the correct name, the correct spirit, but you got some guys like this, man. Moses' law, did we say to keep Moses' law 100%? No, you can't keep the law 100%. Did I say that? No. You just talking, brother. And that's why you going to be muted, man. Because you just talking. These guys, man. Okay? Just listen, brother. We in grace right now. All right? We in grace. The brother posted the scripture, GMS Fruitful Works, Ecclesiastes 5:1. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of power, and be more ready, exactly, to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools. For they consider not that they do evil. So be more ready to hear. Matter of fact, jump on top of that. Let's go get it. James 1:19. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. For the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of Yahawah. So when you in that spirit of just constantly talking, you're not listening. You want to be heard, but you're not listening. You can't communicate, brother. That's toxic. Okay? Rodney, that's toxic, brother. That's not how we moving around over here. All right? Nobody was pushing the law of Moses telling you that you got to keep it 100%. We understand that you can't keep it 100%, but you didn't even sit back and listen to what the brother had to put out, you know? And I'm being nice to you, man. All right? So you can go somewhere with that energy. So back to what we were saying, the bitter parts of the scriptures. Let's go back to Revelations 10:9. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. And I took the little book, this is John, out of the angel's hand and ate it up. And it was in my mouth sweet as honey, the same thing that Ezekiel felt. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. And he said unto me, thou must prophesy again. That's bitter as hell. Because you in the old ages of your life, right? But you finding out you got to come forth in Babylon and prophesy. You got to come forth in the alphabet community of the world, the alphabet capital of the world, the sodomy capital of the world, the crime spree capital of the world, where all wickedness is, where average ass black woman won't even listen to you. A ugly black woman won't even submit to you. You got to come to this place, right? And you got to prophesy again. You got to John ain't want to, come on, man. Who want to do that? Right? And he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. Okay? You don't want to, this ain't the first time he was reincarnated. Brothers have been reincarnated many times since then. That was about 2,000 years ago. Since then, we have been getting reincarnated. So brothers was in the time of after that, the time of the Romans, after that, the Byzantine Empire. Okay. After that, as you could continue to go on, the Dark Ages, which is the Byzantine Empire, and continue to go on. Finally, you get to slavery. All right, for our people. I'm talking about our people. So throughout all these times, brothers is getting brought back and still being in a righteous sense and still pushing this truth. What ancient name were Caucasians called, like on that board? Edomites. Your so-called YT man is of the Edomite nation. Edom. Or Esau is their patriarch. Like Jacob is our patriarch. Or Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Right? Their forefather is Esau. Okay? That's who the so-called Caucasians are. So, or the Edomites. We know them as the Edomites. Or the wicked. They just simply the wicked. All right? So, back into it. These scriptures, let's get some bitter parts. Let's get some bitter parts, right? 2 Timothy 3:12. Yea, and all that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahawashi shall suffer persecution. Okay? So, you living in this truth. You walking in this truth 100%. You not bullshitting. Okay? You not playing around. You really studying, being diligent. You moving. Wise and wisdom. You and you standing for Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi, you are gonna suffer persecution, man. Alright? At the hands of Esau, Edom, at the hands of your own people, at the hands of the heathen, you're gonna suffer persecution from many people. Alright? Yeah, this dude, I ain't even gonna address him. He trying to come up. You got these guys, people that want to debate the truth. That's persecution. They trying to attack the truth. Because they got what? That'll bring us to another bitter part of the scriptures. They're full of doctrines of devils. 1 Timothy 4:1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressively that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. So, people coming in these wicked demonic spirits, and you got to deal with that. People coming up on the live talking crazy. All right? This dude said, no, it's not, bro. Stop lying. Them heathens, not us. Yeah, whatever, man. Hey, well, go somewhere else, bro. You see we don't agree? We don't teach the same doctrine. Go somewhere else. Yo bio says Bible, hip hop, family life. What the fuck? No, man. This truth is this truth. We are gonna be saved by foolishness of preaching. Alright? Not music. Not music. And brothers that know me know I do music, but I don't push it. You never catch music on my YouTube page. You will never ever hear me saying that we're gonna be saved by a song. So you already coming in you chasing your dreams, bro. You chasing your dreams. Alright? The Most High, you said the Most High first, my family, and hip hop. Okay, what's the Most High's name? What's the Most High's name? First of all, we're gonna do a check. Because you already coming in a debating spirit, which is showing that you off. How you going to debate the Bible? How you going to debate the scriptures? All right. What's the Most High's name? You got 10 seconds, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. You don't know it, so you mute it. You don't know it, so you mute it. Let's go get the most. Let's go to second address. Doctrines of devils is what the brother is caught up on. Doctrines of devils. Second address, second chapter, around the 40th verse. Take thy number, O Zion, and shut up those of thine that are clothed in white, which have fulfilled the law of Yahawah. The number of thy children whom thou longest for is fulfilled. Beseech the power of Yahawah, that thy people which have been called from the beginning may be hallowed. I, Esdras, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people, whom I could not number. And they all praise Yahawah with songs. Okay? And yes, the Haitians are the Levites. All right? And in the midst of them, there was a young man of a high stature. Who is that? That's Yahawashi. All right? Yahawah equals he exists. He is. All right? A young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So that's the 144,000 getting crowned. We call that crowning day. They getting crowned. We call that crowning day. Okay? You just got a message by hold up, bro. Nah. I kind of see you was off too, man. You take a time out. That's a doctrine of devils, man. All right, let's keep going. So I asked the angel, this is 2nd Esdras, 2nd chapter, 44th verse. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of Yahawah. Now are they crowned and receive palms. This is why they persecuted, because they stood boldly professing the name of Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. They stood on it. They didn't stand for nothing else. They didn't fold and break and bend when persecution came. So those bitter parts of the scriptures that they ate and they received, and they knew that this was going to come with it, they took it. They was like, okay, that's coming with it. If I got to go for this, I got to go for this. And you can sit here and be like, you going to go for this, but most brothers will not. Most brothers will bend and take the C-hip. All right? Hey, don't matter how much you study and don't matter how much you learn, you better be praying that Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi places that spirit on you to stay, to have that spirit where you won't take it. All right? I promise you, man. When you see your fridge getting empty, you see it's hard to eat out here, etc., etc. You can't go to work anymore because they asking for the C-hip. They asking you to get inserted. Things like that. And some brothers' faith is going to break. That's why you got to build up your spirit right now for the bitter parts of the scriptures, for the bitter parts of this word, for the bitter part of that loaf, of that bread. Okay? If you don't, you going to fold. How you going to just jump under 400 pounds of weight and try to lift it up if you ain't been bench pressing 200 or you ain't got to 300? You just trying to go and take Jacob's trouble just like that. But no, this is the practice. We are being refined. You are being strengthened up, man. All right. Let's get that. James 1:12. And you are, and discipline too. Okay? I'm gonna tell you brothers right now, man. Look, if you ain't really producing works and stuff, what you need to be doing on the comment board, you need to be posting scriptures, posting precepts. Okay? That's the way I came in. I wasn't in the comment board running my mouth or doing none of that. I was posting precepts. If I didn't have a precept to post, I didn't say anything. It's discipline. This is how it's done amongst GMS and affiliates. Okay? This is how it's done. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? Just letting you brothers know, man, to be disciplined in this thing. All right? James 1:12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. All right? Most definitely. Blessed is the man that endureth unto the end. Let's get that. Matthew 24:13. But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. So you have to, that's letting you know, what is enduring? What is endure short for? Endurance. Endurance, let's get the word endurance. Endurance is the ability to sustain an activity or effort for a prolonged period, especially when it's difficult, unpleasant, or painful. Elder Apostle Gabar recently said, get used to being uncomfortable. You got to get used to being uncomfortable, brothers. Okay? Getting used to being in that position where, you don't like it. Because it's going to get like that, man. I recently had something happen to me today. And I'm telling you, man, that shit almost made me break down and cry. And I should have. But, man, I know we almost to the end. And Yahawah is going to, he'll send you tests to break you to see if you're going to break and see if you're going to fold. But you gotta continuously pass those tests. Okay? Because it be some things that happen in your life and you be like, why, Lord? Why? Like, what did I do to deserve this? Have I been off? I was checking myself, examining myself like, Was I being bad or like wicked or something? Did I do something? And I've been straight. And the only answer I could find was just, hey, Yahawah gotta test you. He gotta send it. He gotta give you that trial and tribulation. Just because you in this truth don't mean that stuff is gonna stop happening. It's gonna continuously happen. And it's gonna continuously get worse as we go. But guess what? We will be saved up out of this thing, man. Those that endure until the end. What is that again? Those that have the ability to sustain an activity or effort for a prolonged period, especially when it's difficult, unpleasant, or painful. Let's finish that. It can also refer to the ability to withstand hardship or adversity, or to recover from trauma, wounds, or fatigue. For example, running a marathon is a test of endurance. Exactly. And like this brother put, discipline. Discipline. When you go through certain things, it's going to build your character. Yahawah's got to send you things to build your character. You can't just, man, let's get the refined, right? And refined. Isaiah 48:10. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. So that's building you up to endure. You got to go through that furnace of affliction. You should really thank Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi for every challenge that you go through in life. For everything that you go through in life. I thank Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi for I messed with like 3 toxic women in my past when I was in the world. And I thank Yahawah for that. Because it taught me to, first of all, value myself, know my worth. And it taught me what a real woman is and what a fake woman is. All right? What a real woman isn't. All right? It taught me how to spot a gold digger, how to spot a chick that's just going to use you. Right? When you broke, she going to dip, etc., etc. These challenges, these obstacles taught me things, and it built up my wisdom. Okay? You got to go through certain L's, but they not L's, they lessons. Always. To refine you. That's that furnace of affliction. You know? Brother, keep doing foolish stuff. Eventually, you going to figure out that you making a mistake, man. You going to figure out to not do that. Like, I remember I was young as a kid. I was like 5 or 4. I touched the iron. I ain't never touched the iron again in my life. I never touched the iron again in my life, man. Yeah, I got burnt that day. Okay? Just as a kid, you curious. You just want to get into stuff. Because we come into this thing as a newborn babe. Let's get that. 1 Peter 2:2. As newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word that you may grow thereby. That's also going to refine you. That's a good one. I'll get that one. That's also going to refine you and build you up. If so be ye have tasted that the Lord is gracious. So if you have if you're fortunate enough to get that sincere milk of the word that's taught to us by the elders, taught to us by brothers that's been in this thing, right? You getting that milk, you getting the basics of this thing, and then you endure in this truth long enough to get to the meat, right? So understanding that, man. Let's get the brother had posted Zechariah 13:9. Once again, a refining moment. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi is my power, man. All right? So, we are being refined. We are being made more precious than gold. All right? Men being made more precious than gold. Let's get that. And women too. Women are being, These women are getting out of that nigga woman mindset. All right, women are coming back into they right mind, man. Okay, they still got the flesh. We still dealing with the flesh, but a lot of our women are coming back into their right mind, understanding to submit and to serve a man. And that's a beautiful thing to see. That's a beautiful thing to witness. All right, Isaiah 13:12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Now, understanding that was a place where gold was found in South America. When King Solomon used to send the Hamites, I believe Haram, he used to send them to Ophir to get gold, to get peacocks, to get apes, to get all these types of resources and bring them back to Israel. Okay? And by him doing that, he became the richest man on the planet. Richer than any king you've ever seen. I don't give a damn about Mansa Musa. Okay? King Solomon was far richer than your Mansa Musa. All right? Understand that. And Mansa Musa, I believe so, is an Israelite as well. All right? Over there, the Mandingos, all of that, Guyana, those Israelites, a lot of them. All right? When we get into it, those are Israelites. Most of them. Now, some of them, it be some Hamites, in there too. But most of them, a lot of them in that area is Israelites. All right? Like the Igbo tribes, etc., etc. So we are being refined. We are being built up. We are being cleansed. Oh, let's get that. The water Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. You got to get rid of that old man and get that new man. Ephesians 4:22, that you put off concerning the former conversation, the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust. That brother that came in here earlier talking about God, family, hip hop. I like hip hop, right? But guess what? That old man, I understand that when you tied into hip hop is its own religion. Okay? Hip hop is its own religion. All right? Really, when you really study hip hop, like I was deep in it. I really understood. Yo, this is a religion. Brothers really live and, they doing things by it. So you have to really step away from that, bro. When I first came in this truth, I wasn't focused on making music and doing all of that. I was focused on learning these breakdowns, learning these scriptures, etc., etc. All right. Now, do I make music in my leisure time? Yeah, sometimes, yeah. But before I go and make an album, I'm gonna make a couple lessons, and I make sure I hit the corners. That's not the priority. Brothers got to keep their priorities straight. Okay? I used to shoot videos, but I don't do that anymore because that took time and money. No, I'd rather put more time into these lessons. Okay? So not pursuing your dreams anymore because your dreams is vain. It's straight vanity. Those dreams of being a rapper, all of that, that's vanity. For any brother, it's not a crime to make music, all right? But chasing it, like chasing a dream of making it in hip, that's vanity. That's vain. You holding on to this world and you holding on to that old man and that old conversation. That's not going to work out, all right? I get that 2 Corinthians 4:16. And the water for all the precepts that brothers is bringing out. For which cause we faint not, but through our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. Exactly. As Paul say, man, we die daily. We examine ourselves. You should examine yourself every day. And at night, examine yourself. What did I do? Did I do a lesson today? Did I, check yourself. You got to be your biggest checker. Because as long as you, as Ice Cube say, man, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Okay? Check yourself. Examine yourself. That's nothing but holding yourself accountable for your actions, holding yourself accountable for everything that you do. Okay? Because when your little habits that's off, little sins and things like that start spiraling out of control, then brothers is going to check you and you're going to get rebuked. And Yahawah, by Hashem Yahawashi, is eventually going to check you. And that's the final check. You don't want that check. That's checkmate. All right? Man, I keep getting them, man. You keep bringing them out. 1 John 2:15-16. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. That's letting them dreams go. That's letting those dreams, those things of the world. Scripture say you can't put new wine in old bottles. It's going to bust. So when you come into this truth, you got to look at it like that. You can't come into this truth with that old mindset that you had in the world. Okay? If any man love the world, the love of Yahawah, the Father, is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of Yahawah the Father, but is of the world. Right? And let's get I got a scripture come to mind. What is it? Enmity against Yahawah. Romans 8:7. Because the carnal mind, being in the world, holding on to possessions, holding on to your cars, your clothes, your house, even your woman, into that, like worshiping your woman and shit like that. All right? Because the carnal mind is enmity against Yahawah. It's not working out. For it is not subject to the law of Yahawah, neither indeed can be. So then they that are in the flesh, as we just brought out, cannot please Yahawah, man. So you can't please God when you clinging on to your flesh. It's impossible to please Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. You can't please the Father or the Son because you're trying to please your flesh. Therefore, this chain of darkness, as spoke of in the book of Jude, has control over you. All right? You just going, basically, you take it to Ecclesiastes 3rd chapter, you moving like a beast, like the sons of men, like the heathen, because you just going off of instinct, off of basic human instinct. I'm about to eat. I got to eat right now. I'm going to eat. I see this girl. She bad. Oh, let me try to hit that. Boom. You just going, you don't even care if she married or not. You just automatically, it's so easy to commit adultery out here these days, man. You don't know. And she might be married, but she might tell you she not. And then boom, you done committed adultery. Or it'd be like some of these videos where you see these dudes and the dude be with the girl and then the man come home. And it be in that type of situation because you being a fool, because you not using wisdom, because you ain't checking. The red alert didn't come off. How this chick afford this crib? How this chick afford what? All right? That's why it's best not to be messing with these Eves out here. Most of them wicked as hell, man. Most of them will set you up. Brother got another one, Romans 2:11. For there is no respect of persons with Yahawah. Exactly. It's a fearful thing. Let's get that. It's a fearful thing. Hebrews 10:31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. You don't want to fall into the hands of Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi when he does evil to you. You want to fall under that. You want to fall under that wing. You want to fall under his wing, under the shadow of his wings, where he's protecting you. You want to go into that righteous, that strong tower. All right, let's get that. Hey, the spirit, man. Why do Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi? Proverbs 18:10. The name, this is why you got to have the names. The name of Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and is safe. We not worrying. We not out here stressing. All right? We not out here, are we going to eat tonight? Man, Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi going to make sure we eat. All right? And sometimes you need to fast. Sometimes you got to purge out. We talking about refining, okay? Sometimes you got to purge out, man. You got to clean the body out. All right? Psalms 44:5. Through thee will we push down our enemies. Through thy name, Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi, will we tread them under that rise up against us. So all these heathen are going into captivity. These Edomites who think they run the world, they going into captivity. And if you in Babylon, you're going to be destroyed. And if you're not in Babylon, you're going into captivity if you don't get destroyed in World War III. That's just it. That's the scriptures, man. That's Isaiah 14:2-3. That, man, come on, man. All right, we'll get that Romans 8-9 from the brother. Romans 8-9. But ye are not in the flesh, but in the spirit, if so be that the spirit of Yahawah dwell in you. Now if any man have not the spirit of Hamashiach, he is none of his. So you got to get away from that carnal mind state where like your temple, your flesh, etc., etc. Some people fall in love with their bodies. That's why it's a vain thing to do birthdays. All right? It's a vain thing to you worshiping these false gods. Some people worship themselves. That's a deep form of hell that Yahawah can put you in, because hell is spiritual. When you don't got the law and you in that darkness, that's what hell is. Understanding that. All right? It's not no place where you go and burn forever, because the scriptures say that the lake of fire is going to eventually burn out. You can't put it out, but it's going to burn out. And then it's going to be what? Job 3:19-18. It's going to be a desolate wilderness, a desert place where nothing but desert creatures dwell. Loosely quoting. So that lake of fire is going to eventually burn out. Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi, everlasting mercy. Okay? The 2/3 of our people will come back via reincarnation. They will come back via reproduction. All right? So understanding that, man. And I feel like we hit the point. Shoot, I really got off the topic. But really, I mean, that does serve the purpose, man. That you got to endure. You have to endure. You gotta get the bitter parts. We hit a lot of bitter parts. You gotta go through, and the flesh is a bitter part, because we in this flesh, and this flesh will lead you off. This flesh will mess you up. All right. Matter of fact, let's get that Jude. I like that Jude. Let's get that Jude. Let's get a little bit before that, because that'll bring it all full circle. Jude 1:6. And the angels, which is the sons of God, which is us, the Israelites, and the angels, and you can get that in Genesis the 6th chapter, man. Okay, you can get that in we are plenty places. And the angels, which kept not their first estate, that's us, because we went off. We sinned against Yahawah, but left their own habitation. And when I say us, I mean Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and those that are amongst the heathen that look like heathen but are speckled birds, are indeed Israelites because of their bloodline, like your Bruce Lees, your Justin Timberlakes, your Larry Birds. Okay? These are in fact Israelites because their father's lineage. All right? And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day. Okay? These are those everlasting chains. These are those chains that we are in right now. This flesh. All right? We waiting for that new body, that everlasting body. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, because there was 5 cities destroyed, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. Now, is Sodom and Gomorrah still burning? No. So eternal, what does that mean? For a long while, for a while. You can go to Sodom and Gomorrah right now. It's brimstone. It's straight dirt, brimstone, sulfur. Letting you know that it was burned. Something burned that place up. But is it still burning? No. This is why you have to look into these words. Eternal just means a long while. So when we talking about the lake of fire, eternal hell, it means it's going to burn for a long while. It's not going to burn forever. Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi, like father, like son, their everlasting mercy. Mercy will be shown. Now, because you heathen, even after the 1,000-year, at the end of the 1,000-year reign, you're going to be able to go into your lands and you're going to have to keep the laws, commandments, and statutes. All right? You're still going to be under servitude like the Israelites. We still going to rule this planet and the universe, other planets, right? But you at least you're going to have the laws, commandments, and statutes. You're going to be in righteousness. You're going to be happy. You're going to have real food. You're going to have families, etc., man. You're going to be blessed because you serving Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. What more could you want? All right? Likewise, also these filthy dreamers defile the flesh, despise dominion, and speak evil of dignities. Yet Michael, the archangel, when contending with the devil, he disputed about the body of Moses, durst not bring against him a railing accusation, but said, the Lord rebuked thee. And that's how we get rid of Satan, man. All right? I had to rebuke Satan today in the name of Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Because what happened to me, I'm like, dang, Lord, do you love me? Like, what's going on? Did I mess up or whatever it be? But really, at the end of the day, man, it's just a test. It's a challenge. All right? No matter how bad, how sad it may make you feel, whatever it is, brothers, whatever you go through, man, because you're going to go through stuff. You're going to have them dark days. All right? You're going to have some dark times, especially in Jacob's trouble, the times that are coming ahead. But you got to remember, Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi is with us. He has never forsaken anyone that's called upon his name. So, things come for your benefit. Whatever he's doing, he has a plan. And that's how I had to figure it out, man. He had a plan for what he did. He had a plan, and I just got to let him work. I can't change it. You just got to let him work. No matter if it sucks, because some things you go through is going to suck. I promise you, man. I promise you, man. All right? But hey, we got the confidence of this truth. And this truth is our rest. This world is not our rest. All right? And let me get another scripture. Hey, Shalawam, Akwath. Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi Barak Ahtham. So rebuke Satan. When that spirit of doubt comes on you, that's nothing but a demon. Is God dealing with me? Is God going to protect me? Is he going to help me? Is he going to... that's a demon. You got to rebuke Satan. Get behind me, Satan. Shaitan, get behind me. You have no power in this household. You have no power in this temple. Because Satan will jump in your thoughts. How you thinking certain things. Man, that brother don't never read my comments. He don't never read my precepts. Whatever it be. That's how Satan will start. I ain't gonna come to his live no more. Whatever. Satan be fucking with us like that. Because Yahawah is allowing him to do that. Brother put Job 1:8. Let's get that. Job 1:8. And Yahawah said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feareth Yahawah and escheweth evil. Then Satan answered Yahawah and said, doeth Job fear Yahawah for naught? He fears Yahawah because it's a reason to. And because Yahawah can bless you, he can take it away, man. Read Deuteronomy 28 and 64. 63 and 64. It pleased him to bless you, and it also pleased him to curse you, to bring you to naught, to bring you low, to bring you down. All right? You got to really understand who we dealing with. We dealing with the king of terrors. We dealing with our father, Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi, and the son. Like father, like son. We ain't dealing with, man, he's a just God, though. So according to the covenant, he's going to do right by you if you do right by him. At the end of the day, So hey man, yeah. Hey, I get that one. This the last one. I'm gonna start at the 5th verse. Isaiah 45:5, going to 7. And we gonna wrap it up. I am Yahawah, and there is none else. There is no power beside me. I girdle thee, though thou hast not known me, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none beside me. I am Yahawah, and there is none else. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahawah, do all these things. Right? So going back to, it's a fearful thing to fall into his hands. Right? You don't want to fall into his hands where he's going to bring you down to naught. You want to stay on his good side. And how do you do that? By keeping the laws, commandments, and statutes to the best of your ability, serving him, putting your 100% of your mind, your spirit, your soul, putting it on him, keeping your eye on the prize, keeping your eye single, keeping your eye on this truth, serving Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. All right? And when those boulders, those bumps, those bruises come and they hit you, those punches come, you got to roll with them. Roll with them punches, man. All right? Roll with them punches and keep going because the fight not over. We really look at this thing like we in the 10th round. Jacob's trouble is like the 11th round. On the 12th round, man, we going to see Yahawashi. Right? At the end of the 12th, we going to see Yahawashi. And we going to get up out of here, man. And I promise you that. I promise you that. Because regardless if we talking or whatever, these scriptures are going to come to pass. All right? So, hey, facing the east towards Jerusalem, all praises be to Yahawah, by Hashem, Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops of the great millstone that rule well and teach well and sincerity taught us this truth. I hope this lesson was edifying through the spirit and power of the Rakaha Kadash. And Shalawam to you brothers, Kwam Yasharahla always, and a Baba Ba to this wicked nation. Shalawam, Kwam Yasharahla, Shalawam.